Good evening, boys.
Sorry, feeling myself right now.
Oh. Do we feel another, Tim Westwood
I feel like,
session coming on?
I mean, not at the moment. I'm feeling very trilly right now.
Tim Westwood TV.
Huh?
We're back in the booth with the Peckham Boys from 127. Step into the booth, little knife point.
Well, knife point.
Come on, I'm waiting. Got the beat on.
Call me Lil Loaded Glock. Yeah. I wish every rapper name should just be literal translations of what's in their waistband. That's what I be like. They call me Lil Loaded Glock, aka Lil Uzi, fully stocked.
I don't know about you, but I think I'm ready to spit some hot UK grime.
Okay.
All
right. Shit.
Should I? Shit.
I mean, you might as well. Go ahead.
I pull off in the stick. That thing she thick. I pull out my stick. Drip, drip, drip.
You have it here first.
I heard it first.
Wine Boys
Tim
Podcast.
Westwood TV.
Wine Boys Podcast.
All right.
Trap House.
So enough of the shenanigans. We're here at the Wine Boys Podcast.
AKA in the basement.
in
AKA
the basement.
the Trap House. AKA Drip Don't Lie.
Boys City debasement.
AKA Wine of the Pod. We're here.
We're up in this tang.
We're here. We're queer because it's Pride.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Boys. Give us our socials.
We are on social media at Wine Boys Pod. That's Wine Boys Pod on Instagram and Twitter. We're on YouTube, full episodes. Please check us out and subscribe. Fucking smash that subscribe button. Just fuck it if you have to. Just subscribe to that. Just
Yeah.
I'm at the Zach Edward on Instagram and Twitter. That's the Zach Edward. Also, wine suggestions, beat submissions, wineboyspod at gmail.com. Please, no more dick pics. That's all I ask. No more. I fanned through 37 today.
Jesus Christ.
And I said, I don't get it. I was like, are we am I giving a dick picky vibe?
I think I do.
Yeah.
Boys, you can find me at Lord Gerald on Instagrams and Twitters. Otherwise, guess what? Sale on my OnlyFans back on. Apparently, people are back at work.
Shit.
So, half off. Half off the price, half off my clothing, half off of your life. Love you. Bye. Hi, I'm Gerald.
And I'm Zach.
And we are the Wine Boys. Hey, boys, welcome to WBOY FM. Here with your drive at 5, it's me, Lord Gerald, and...
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that my cue?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry,
I'm bad at playing radio disc jockey. Yeah.
WBOY.
Home of the boys!
Yeah.
Sponsored by Jackson Toyota.
You got a car, we're not gonna fix it.
Jackson Toyota, worst service in the game. High volume, low prices, shit service.
Brought to you by Charlie Mustard's home of the hot brown. If you're ready to brown, we'll bring you to Pound Town.
Introducing the healthy brown, served with wheat bread.
Wheat bread, Hormel chili, cheese whiz, due to rising costs of Velveeta, and parsley if you're feeling healthy.
I always think, like I said, if anybody eats the parsley, you know that they're a real OG.
Yeah.
I had one of my grandfathers ate the parsley. During the nice dinners at restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
The little parsley sprig they put on the side of a steakhouse. He would eat that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it was prove a point of his manliness or the fact that he was in Korea, but...
Or he might be just one of those old dudes that grew up, he was probably a kid during the Depression, so it was you finish what's on your plate.
I think so, but it's the fucking green leaf parsley. Mm-hmm. That's the garnish, man.
You eat that shit.
It tastes like nothing.
I'll take I'll take a healthy brown extra parsley.
Yeah, I think he put salt and pepper on it too, which was a little. I find that to be very, like, that gives me kind of murdery vibes, like the kind of guy that seasons the garnish.
Yeah. He put salt and pepper on the parsley.
Yeah.
And then he would
Eat it. Yeah.
All right. Well, tonight we have wine.
That sounds like that sounds like a guy that killed some Koreans, am I right?
Yeah, it really does.
There's
this one, he couldn't have been older than 15.
Is this too buku for you?
Oh, man. Oh, miso.
That's Vietnam. I mean, it's totally different.
Yeah, you know.
Now, what we have here is a fine example of pure Alabama black snake.
All right.
One of the greatest movies of all time, boys. Archive it, find it. Full Metal Jacket.
It is a great movie.
It's basically 2 hours split down the middle. You get 60 minutes of probably one of the greatest bits of a movie in the history of time during boot camp, during Marine Corps training.
Yep.
Which is not supposed to be funny, but is so goddamn funny.
Oh my God. It is comedic genius.
Arlie Ermey plays the drill instructor.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
That's really what he's known for.
What he was a Marine drill instructor.
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah. And then he started getting roles, like acting roles.
As a militant, basically.
Basically
or
playing himself, yeah.
But god damn it. It just, the one-liners in this movie that are, like, they're supposed to be, he's supposed to be speaking down to these, these grunts, these new recruits.
Specifically Private Pile.
Just Private Pile, which you'll later find out does not go well for him.
No.
No spoilers, but doesn't go well for him. And then you got Joker, who's just a Joker.
Yep.
Who does his best John Wayne impression. Is this you, John Wayne? Is this me? Who the fuck said that? Yeah. So it's a great movie. I'm not going to sit here and I can literally probably do we could probably do a table read of the entire film, and it might be the best episode of this podcast ever. Just sit here with the screenplay and just be like, instructor or the Joker makes a sleight of hand at the drill instructor. That you, John Wayne? Is this me?
Honestly, we could probably do it with like 2 other people.
Well, we're literally just going to sit here and do a table read.
It's going to be like you, me, I don't know.
Well, if I'll have to find people that are interested in the film.
Karam and Mike Terry. And
I can imagine Mike Terry actually doing some of it, but because he has no octave, it would be so funny.
He's very flat.
Very monotone.
All right, let's get into this wine. It's
one of the best dry humorists in the game.
Yes.
Mike Terry, let me tell you.
Get Drank.
Get drunk.
Wineland aus Ostrink.
Yeah.
Grüner Veltliner.
Yep. You're doing really good.
White wine, product of Austria. There we go. Vintage 2019.
Yeah. I got to...
what's on the back of this bottle? It contains sulfites and the government warning.
The government is warning us to drink this?
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Warning us.
Are they telling me to put a mask on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, they're
What
not
if the
going to
back
take
of the bottle
freedom.
just says wear a mask?
Yeah. And this is actually a first on the Wine Boys pod. This is a wine with a pop top.
Yeah. It's a wine with a pop top from Austria.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is our first Austrian wine.
This is our first pop top wine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was very intrigued. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold the fuck.
See, at first when you got out the car, I thought you were holding a beer bottle.
Yeah, you're just like,
or like a
beer
seltzer. I was like, what is that?
No, it's just really marketable wine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on.
Are you ready?
Hold the fuck. Hold on.
Bitch, you ready?
Okay, where you going? Where you going with this? Where you going? Where you going? You going right here?
Right there.
Here?
Right there. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, so this is our first Austrian wine. It's a white wine. And it had an actual like bottle cap on it, which is weird. It's mainly we're either Cork Daddies or Twisty Boys.
Cork Daddy's actually my my MC name.
Cork Daddy?
Cork Daddy. Yeah, it's kind of like Trick Daddy, except it's Cork Daddy.
Kind of like Puff Daddy, but with corks.
Yeah, I'm Trick Daddy all the way.
Okay.
Could it be my baggy jeans or my goatee that make me different from y'all?
Speaking of Trick Daddy,
Is he in jail again?
probably. I don't know.
Probably.
I got to tell you about this book I started reading.
Oh,
But let's
yes.
talk about the wine first, and we'll get to this book.
Okay, shit, okay, well, okay, yeah. Okay, shit. Hold on. Sorry, I'm having a really hard time
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this.
you're. I know you're remedial. It's okay.
Yeah. Just,
No, he's not.
yeah.
Don't say
I'm
that
not
about me.
remedial.
Okay, so the wine.
Did you just call me an R word?
What?
My God.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
All
I
right.
didn't do that.
So this one is clear, crisp. Ooh, fruity.
Very fruity aromas.
Absolutely. Love it.
What does it sound like? Hold on.
Hold on.
Sounds like wine.
Hold on. What's it smell like? Also wine. Wait. Doves crying.
What does it sound like?
Wine glass.
Sounds like a wine glass. Did you look it up?
I did.
All right.
I just want you to look at the name of the city this is in.
Yeah, don't ask me to pronounce it.
Ooh. Very light.
Okay.
Easy drinking.
Light, buttery,
Very buttery.
slight sweetness, acidic on the back end, a little tart.
Yes.
But clean though.
Very clean. Like
Very clean.
almost I don't know how to describe it. The flavor profile is very, it's there, but it's okay. So now this grape I've actually never had before.
Okay.
Apparently it is indicative of
Now this is cask and steel, isn't it?
it is. So
Okay. But
this,
it's very good though.
yes. So this wine is Gruner, and I believe it's spelled Veltliner. So it's
Gee.
Gruner Veltliner, which is
Sheesh.
which is directly pronounced or directly translated to green Veltliner.
Okay.
It is a white wine grape varietal that is primarily in Austria, Hungary. What up, my people? Yeah. Yes, Hungary. Yes.
Hungry.
Yes, Slovakia and the Czech Republic. These leaves of the grape, the leaves of the grape vine are 5-lobed with bunches that are long but compact. Typical wine is actually only 4-lobed. It is deep green when it's ripened and is only found in these regions, most predominantly in Lower Austria, in a town which okay. Do you want to just look at the name of it?
That's a lot of letters.
Yeah, this is the kind of this town in Austria where this wine is made will win you the Scripps National Spelling Bee. I believe it's not. I'm gonna try it. You know, for the fucks of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's Niedersturich. Niedersturich, Austria. Regardless, it's in Austria. This is a 88-point wine. It is from Austria, like I said before. Average price is between $10.99 and $13.99. I paid $10.99.
Wow.
It's got a pop top because it's cool. It likes to be different and edgy. I believe this vintage is 2017.
Is it a 2017?
Is it the 17 or the 6?
This is a 19, baby.
Oh, that's the 19.
That's
Okay.
that new bitch. That's why I said cask and steel.
That's that new. It is cast and steel. You are correct. You're going to get light, dry, and very acidic notes.
And that's one thing I noticed is it's almost like if you let it sit on your tongue for a little too long, you almost get that pineapple feeling
Yeah, so
where like your tongue gets kind of itchy
Ver-
from
well,
the acidity.
this is why, because you're going to get notes. You'll get citrus and lemon right off the front, pepper and eucalyptus, which I believe is what you're getting with that. Also notes of white pepper, green apple, and nectarine.
Ooh.
Yes. Very crisp front fruit-forward wine with bitey pepper on the back end.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I gotta tell you, I like it.
Yeah. So
Ooh, you do. If you really get it up to your nose, like when you take the sip, you do kind of get like that kind of Vicks vapor rub feel.
yeah.
Yeah. I've always been turned off by wines that have eucalyptus as like a descriptor, but it's like I'm beginning to find them more appealing. I do actually like this wine a good bit. It's kind of right up my alley. I like dry, light whites. Yes.
So, recently, I started reading a book. Oh my God, Gerald, you read? Yes.
Wasn't. I mean, everybody should. If you don't read,
You should read.
Read.
You should read.
Knowledge is power.
And I started reading Pimp by Iceberg Slim.
Which I don't even think it's a book. It's more of a way of life.
Listen, I actually started reading it because of Dave Chappelle's one special he did a couple years ago, where he tells a story about why he left the Chappelle Show on Comedy Central, and he described a story from this book. And I was like, this looks interesting. Let me read this book. So I bought it on Amazon. I started reading it. Holy shit. This man's life. And, reading it through a 2020 lens.
It's different.
I was telling my sister about the very beginning of the book.
Differently.
Yeah, and she was just like, wait, what? They do this? And I was like, you got to keep in mind how his childhood was. And also, we're looking at it through a different lens. So, okay, so let me just tell you about this man, just his childhood alone, okay?
Let me tell you about this man.
This is chapter 1 of the book, all right? So he starts out the book with the first time he got Georgia'd.
Okay.
Now, Georgia, for those that don't know, which, first of all, for this book, there's so many slang terms in there and just old-timey, words.
So when was the book written?
I think it was originally published in the early 60s.
Okay.
But Iceberg Slim was born in 1918 or some shit like that. So we're going back then. He talks about the first time he got Georgia'd. And what it means to get Georgia'd is basically the idea is whores are supposed to trick on squares, regular men, regular 9-to-5 working men. Pimps trick on whores. So basically, whenever a pimp does anything with a whore, it's for money.
Okay.
If he fucks her, it's for money. He's the one that's gonna get paid by the woman. Getting Georgia'd is basically when a woman fucks you and it's not for any money. Basically, as the great Kendrick Lamar once said, this dick ain't free. So the first time Slim got Georgia'd, he was 3 years old.
Jesus Christ.
And it was by a woman that was hired by his mom to babysit him while she was at work. She was doing, one of the many jobs available to a black woman at that time, working in a laundromat, folding and pressing clothes pretty much. And they had this woman come. And he said he couldn't tell you, because he was only 3 years old at the time, he couldn't tell you what her face looked like to this day. But he remembers her hand on the back of his head being pushed into her vagina. He remembers her pubic hair on his face and how it felt. And he remembers how her thighs would clamp around his head when she orgasmed. And then he goes into the story of his parents. And he talks about how basically his mother was just some country girl from Indianapolis. His father met her, chased after her, basically told her parents, hey, I'm gonna marry your daughter. We're gonna go off to Chicago, the big city. I'm gonna get a job as a chef, make all this money. I can take care of her, I can provide. Her parents were happy because it was just one less mouth to feed. I guess she was one of 10 kids or something ridiculous like that. So he does his thing, goes to Chicago, gets a job as a chef, but he starts spending all of their money on hookers. So things are rough, and one night after the mom caught the dad banging some light-skinned hooker on a sack of potatoes or whatever.
Whatever they used back in the day.
Yeah, whatever they did on top of a sack of potatoes. She confronts him about it. He gets mad, picks up the baby, young Iceberg Slim, hucks him at a wall, and then leaves.
This is chapter 1?
This is all in the first chapter.
I'm in.
Hucks him at a wall.
I'm fucking in. As soon as
you
said huck a baby at a wall, I'm in.
He survived. The mom picked him up, grabbed herself her hot comb, her hair doing supplies, and was like, well, I need money. So she starts going door to door in the middle of the winter, and basically, while carrying her baby, and says, basically, if you let me in, I'll do your hair for 50 cents. Keep in mind, this is like 1920. So like, yeah, I'll do your hair for 50 cents. They're like, all right, yeah, come in. So eventually, the mom finds a job working at that laundromat, saves up some money. They're able to get into a bit better of a still struggling, but a better situation.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom meets a man. Now,
typical story.
Yep.
Woman meets man. They fall in love. He hits her.
Now, here we go. Though. Here's a plot twist, which I was surprised. Slim described this man as a big, ugly, black, 6'6" angel. Like, keep in mind, colorism was a big thing.
I know,
back
but
then.
that was his descriptor.
Yeah,
that
he was just a big, black, ugly angel. Like, that's how he described this man. So, anyway, this guy's
I'm going
name
to
is
describe
Henry.
people from now on.
Yeah.
This guy is big, scary, handsome too.
It's so beautiful to me.
Yeah.
So anyway,
ugly in the face, beautiful in the heart.
beautiful heart. So anyway, this guy Henry, I guess.
Of course, his fucking name is
Henry.
Henry.
It's like 1920.
Henry.
Henry. So anyway, Henry is like one of the best like black businessmen at the time. Like, he drove a big black Dodge. He went to church every Sunday.
Everything you do big and black? Like, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what we wrote in the book. He drove this big black Dodge. They went to church every Sunday.
He went to church in this big black church.
Yeah, he always, and he was the envy of everybody when like the three of them would roll to church in like this big black Dodge. Everyone was envious of them because Henry was doing so well for himself. Henry owned a dry cleaner.
Doing numbers.
Henry owned a dry cleaner. He was doing very well for himself. People loved him, so on and so forth. So he's working. Eventually, he decides to open up a beauty shop for Iceberg's mom, and she's running the thing. Mm-hmm. He's handling all the financials, but she's running it. But her main in Iceberg, on the other hand, he's also like getting to work in Henry's shop. He's shining shoes, making money. He's happy, little boy. So anyway, little boy. So anyway, Iceberg's mom, pretty much all of her clients are pimps and hookers. And the reason why, and like hustlers. And the reason why is because these are the people that had the money to get their hair done on a regular basis at the time. Mm-hmm. And I guess, like, you know, those are people that really put money into their appearance.
Yeah.
So there was this one dude.
They got to sell it.
Yeah. So there's this one dude named Steve. And Steve would get his nails done by Iceberg's mama.
Okay.
Iceberg's mama decided she was going to run away from Henry for Steve.
Okay.
Okay?
So she went from Henry to Steve.
Henry to Steve. Now, here's the thing. Steve told Iceberg's mama, I know a guy that can get in touch with your husband. And she was pretty much sold right there. Like, let's do what we got to do. So, so said, so done. She leaves Henry. He is so torn up about it. He dies a year later of a broken heart. Iceberg is torn up about it.
Whatever he died of.
Iceberg is torn up over it because, like, you know, this is like the only real father figure he's ever known, and he loves this man. He didn't want to go. Mm-hmm. In fact, he even said he wished his mom would have just left him with Henry. But anyway, she goes with Steve, meets up with the guy that can get him in touch with Iceberg's father. They get in touch with Iceberg's father. They talk for a little bit. He basically says, I'm a changed man now. My last whore was 8 years ago, so on and so forth. You know, take me back, please. I got this nice apartment. It ain't big, but it's filled with beautiful furniture and things that are nice because this is what I've been spending my money on, building up a place for us, a home. And she says, okay, I'll take you back. So anyway, they stay with Iceberg's daddy for about a week. And, you know, Iceberg is like, it ain't bad, you know, it's my dad, but it ain't Henry. So anyway, About a week later, they get back from somewhere, open up the door, apartment is cleaned out. Everything's gone.
Everything.
Everything's gone. Like, Iceberg's mama's clothes, everything is
shit,
gone.
he even took the clothes,
He
too?
took the clothes. Everything is gone.
Damn.
So
That's cold.
the two adults start crying. Iceberg's parents, they both start crying. And then Iceberg's mom is like, well, you know, everything's gone. Like, I can't raise a kid in this house. So, like, I'm going to go back to Indianapolis. I'm going to stay with family. Send for me when everything is set up again. The dad says, okay, and then they leave. They don't go back to Indianapolis. They go stay with Steve. Iceberg didn't realize his mom was in on the con until he gets to Steve's apartment.
And all their shit's there?
All their shit is there. It is set up exactly the same, too. Like, all the same furniture, pictures on the wall, all of it is there. So, Iceberg hated Steve because, you know, Steve was a gambler. And, as he owed money to people, furniture started leaving the apartment. He had to sell to take care of his debts.
I love that chair. Well,
Yeah.
Daddy,
So does
I apologize, but I got
so does Freddie Four Fingers.
Yeah,
So anyway,
I got into the Black Sox.
Yep. So anyway, basically the straw that broke the camel's back with Steve, and they stayed with Steve for probably like 3 years or some shit like this. Iceberg's mom bought Iceberg a kitten, little cat. And by the way, Steve would always say shit to Iceberg because he's a kid. He'd always say shit like, "Fuck you here for." You know, if your mom wasn't around, I'd kill you. Like shit like that. So anyway,
He seems nice.
nice guy, great guy,
Seems
great
like
guy.
Seems very similar to my dad.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not done yet with the story though. So the little kitten pees on the floor,
Oh fuck.
as they do.
Yeah, I know.
So Steve picks up the kitten by the hind legs, and the way I read it, it seemed like he swung the kitten like a baseball bat and slammed its head into the wall. It didn't live. So basically, they decided to leave after that.
After he murdered a cat.
After
yeah.
he murdered a cat, yeah, they just decided to leave. So
Okay, so it looks like Steve's got some problems.
yeah, we're
Looks
gonna
like
go.
Steve's got some problems to work out.
So
It only took me 3 years and 7 shares later to realize
we're gonna go. So anyway,
there was so much furniture that was leaving and coming back into the house.
Iceberg's mom moves into an apartment. She starts working her job again for like some white people cleaning their house or whatever. It's what black women could get back then. It was a different time. So anyway,
It was a different time.
it was a different time. So anyway, on the eve of Iceberg's 14th birthday, she basically tells him, you know, I talked to the woman of the house. She told me I could use your kitchen, use their kitchen to bake you a cake for your birthday, and they let me get off early. So I'm going to come home. We're going to celebrate your birthday. He's all like, all right, Mom. I'm sure he didn't say that, but you know. So anyway,
Boy, howdy.
boy, howdy. Oh, a glass of milk with dinner. Skeety boop.
Skiddly-doo.
So anyway, they're sitting. So anyway, Iceberg is sitting up waiting for his mom. His mom didn't show up till 3.
This is still chapter 1?
This is still like chapter 1 of this book. Yeah. Okay.
Is this like a 90-page first chapter?
No, it's not. There's a lot in here.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Iceberg is waiting up for his mom. She doesn't show up till like 3 days later. Okay?
His birthday has passed.
Yes, he is now half a week into being 14 years old. And what happened was Steve stalked her,
Oh, God, Steve.
beat the piss out of her, sent her to a hospital, and she didn't get home till a few days later. Keep in mind, at this point, it's like the 1920s, late 20s, early 30s, like, you know, cell phones weren't really a thing
Fucking
at the time.
telephones weren't even a thing.
Like barely.
Bar-
So
Telegraphs.
Yeah.
It's basically all we got. Morse code.
yeah, so yeah, he just had to sit home and wait. Fuck happened to Mom? Oh, Steve beat the piss out of her after he stalked her for a few days because she left him. So yeah, that, and then after that, Iceberg basically decided to jump off the porch and like get into the streets. That's chapter 1. He hasn't gone to college yet, and he did go to college.
I was going to say, I believe he did go to college.
Yeah, he actually graduated high school like a 98 average. He was
So-
a smart kid. Got kicked out, though,
Well,
because he was running a bootlegging racket and fucking a bunch of different women. But yeah,
yeah. Yeah, he was.
I mean, at this point in the book, like,
I already loved it.
he's been to prison twice.
Wait, that's not
I'm still in the beginning of the book.
No, wait, we're just doing a first chapter synopsis
that's
here.
the first. There is a lot. This man has a insane life.
I feel like we're resurrecting this book, and we're gonna get more. It's gonna get more sales on Amazon because of this. So,
listen,
where's my residual check?
this is fucking crazy. Okay,
I can't wait to read it.
boys, read this book. It is fucking wild.
It'll change your life.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
But with that being said, boys, there's a certain way that these men live their lives, and it is interesting.
It's hard and fast.
Yes.
It's loose women and tight pockets. It's danger and wild.
Yep. But one thing you boys got to remember
It's fire and ice.
is, and this is what Iceberg Slim taught me, a whore never leaves without some scratch money. So if that bitch is going to leave you, you know she's got some scratch hidden somewhere, boys. I'm telling you this shit.
I'm leaving you. Where's the money? It's the first question.
Where's the money, bitch?
I mean, if you
Daddy, I'm sorry. Bitch, where's the money?
yeah, it's probably in the Bible.
I have to break my foot off in your stinking ass.
Don't make me break my foot off in your ass.
This is the greatest book of all time.
I can
I'm
already
telling
tell. I was to say I've read some doozies. That book in particular sounds like maybe the greatest piece of literature since Huckleberry Finn. I don't know.
you. Probably better.
Less racist.
The N-word is used less, actually.
Really?
Yes.
What a
it
fuck
is-
it.
I mean, shit. What was it? I mean, the guy's name was... What was Jim's name in the original version? Like Nigger Jim? Like, oh my God. And it was every like, yeah, me and Nigger Jim are riding down the river.
Jesus Christ, you're using that very openly.
And they use it, it's a lot. 18 times on one page. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
And they have to say, yeah, me and my buddy, they don't even shorten it to Jim.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, hey, Nigger Jim, can you pass me that shiffer robe?
It's so true.
It's so true.
I'm surprised
Hey, Nigger Jim.
I'm surprised cancel culture hasn't gotten to Huck Finn yet. I mean, geez. I'm just waiting for the day. Twitter is a muck. Hashtag Huckleberry Finn. I'm like,
I'm just waiting for Nigger Jim to come down the river. Like, holy shit.
Jesus, he said it 14 times.
Like, we get it.
We're half a paragraph into the book.
That's just like, I don't know. Like,
We had to read that shit in high school.
We did.
And I'm reading it. And I'm like, I shouldn't be reading
Like,
this.
holy fuck.
You're
Which is
trying to-
weird, though, because, like, okay.
Just like I shouldn't be bathing in front of 14-year-old boys, but I do that too.
Yeah. Oh, Father Onassis. It's
Like
it's
my
like,
my gym teacher used to hand us towels, but he always made us reach really hard for him.
yeah. What I don't get though is like the way that they like wrote that. Like, I don't refer to you as your surname, your first name, and your last name every time I talk to you. Hey, Zach Edward, we going to get some wine? Boy, howdy.
Okay, Lord Gerald, sounds
All right,
good.
yeah, Zach Edward.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Yeah, like you can't just call him Jim.
Yeah, why can't you?
Fuck.
You have to call him N-word Jim
Every fucking time.
every time.
Yeah, Nigger Jim. Jesus Christ.
It's like, why is he so excited when he says it?
Yeah.
I don't know. The inflection of that young white boy's voice.
Yeah.
Is the
And then me and Nigger Jim chopped some wood. And then me and Nigger Jim made a fire. And then me and Nigger Jim grilled a fish.
All right.
Nigger Jim sure
Jesus
can't
Christ, we get it.
Nigger Jim has a healthy appetite.
You know how awkward it was to do a speech about that in English class?
Oh my God.
And it's just like, so I was reading about Jim, not N-word Jim, but just Jim.
Just Jim.
I'm sorry. Do I have to say his name like that? Don't make me say it.
Now, Zach,
If I had it.
for accuracy.
Oh my God. Imagine peeling back the onion of the fact that your English teacher was a devout racist.
Oh my God.
And you didn't realize it until he was like, for context, please use the N-word.
For context, we need the actual terminology used in the book.
Yeah, so what exactly did he call Him. All right.
Jim.
What is the first thing he says?
Jim. I believe he had a title.
Yep, and I believe he had a title, and
He had an honorific, if you will.
Some would call it a derogatory term, but in these days,
hell, if they use it.
That's the problem. That is the root of our issues in America. Is that in grade school we're getting Huck Finn shoved down our fucking throat, and of Mice and Men, and I'm watching. I'm listening to racist dialect while also watching or reading about a man who just murders things because he's so fucking big. Like, it's just...
He's so fucking big and stupid that he just kills things.
Why the fuck is this literature that we have to read in high school?
No.
Why is this happening?
I honestly...
I find the root of a lot of our evils to be the fact that we're still reading goddamn Huckleberry Finn. Like, why are we doing that?
I did not enjoy any of the shit we had to read in high school.
No.
Like...
Why?
Like, I remember how much they hyped up the fucking Catcher in the Rye.
Listen, that was it. That was the one thing that was tolerable to me was fucking Hamlet. I was like, I can deal with this. All right? It's a tragic love story, but there is murder. I'm okay with it.
I didn't understand it, though, when I was reading it.
It's Old English, so you have to, thou shalt thou blit. Like, it's like, I don't understand half.
Yeah.
You understand the context of the story. It's a tragic love story, but it's mostly violent, and that's what you're there for.
I don't understand the dialogue whenever they're talking, and they're making fucking penis jokes, but...
I gotta tell you,
they're talking about...
If you do direct translation of Shakespearean English to, like, the way it is today, and, like, a lot of the shit basically translates to, like, laying with a woman or, like, laying upon a woman.
Yeah.
Or being inside of a woman.
A lot of it is like fuck jokes, which really is pretty much what we do in this podcast.
I lay down a breast. It's like you're laying on her tits. That's basically what you're doing. You are laying on her. I lay upon thy bosom, which basically means he's titty fucking her.
Yeah. Doth boy hasn't lain with a woman yet.
He hasn't fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to lay upon your breast. He means he wants to titty fuck you is what he wants to do.
Yeah. I layeth my dome upon her bosom.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it. But
I layeth upon her bosom.
And I remember how they fucking overhyped The Catcher in the Rye?
Wasn't that good?
No, it wasn't.
Long.
It was fucking
like
trash.
Lord of the Flies, another one.
Boring.
Lord of the Flies was
Lord of the Flies was a slapper though.
It was entertaining.
Because they started like killing each other and shit. That was actually good.
You know what the first book I read in grammar school that was like the one that was like, all right, I can get behind this was The Outsiders.
Pony Boy?
Yeah, that was that shit. I was like, I can get behind this.
That shit was hard.
It's a true underdog story. I'm the Pony Boy. I dig it. There's a lot of chips on this guy's shoulder.
Fuck the Socias.
Fuck the Socias.
Which one died? Was it Dally?
Dally, yeah.
Rest in peace, Dally. Fuck the Socias. Gang, gang.
There was that, and then when we did the playwright for West Side Story. Okay. That was and I was like, I kind of fuck with this as well. I guess I like gangs, so like
that gang shit.
Yeah, I've always listened. That's why I like rap music. That's why I like conflict.
Yeah, we were all on that gang shit.
I was into that murder gang shit, that slaughter gang shit before it was like,
But
cool.
Meanwhile, fucking Catcher in the Rye
ruined a lot of my days.
Because I remember they're talking about, oh my god, this book. It was on a banned books list for a long time because it's so controversial.
It really wasn't that bad.
And then, what was it, like the guy that killed John Lennon? Like he was reading it when he killed him or something. He quoted it a bunch of times.
Yeah. Well, I always forget John Lennon's killer's name.
Well, basically the book was about, and I don't give a fuck about spoilers because I'm sure all of you probably had to read in high school. The book is basically about some kid who feels lost. He gets kicked out of boarding school. And then
Mark David Chapman.
Yes. Yeah. He gets kicked out of boarding school, ends up going to New York City, where he walks around aimlessly, pays a hooker, doesn't have sex with her. And I was getting excited when he met the hooker. So I was thinking, some action.
Exactly.
And they just sat there and talked.
15-year-old me that's reading this, that's just like, he's going to fuck this hooker. Yes, I'm in. And then he starts talking to her, and I'm like, what the shit?
All right, let's talk.
He pulled the rug out from under...
Yeah.
You just pulled the rug out from underneath me. Now I got to go home and watch pixelated porn.
Yeah. So then basically the whole premise of The Catcher in the Rye is I'm going to be the guy that saves kids from adulthood. Whenever they start running toward the edge of the ride, I'm going to catch them so they don't run off the cliff. And I was like, this shit is retarded. So dumb. It's about the existential crisis of a teenage boy. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking stupid.
No, if it was an existential crisis of a teenage boy, he would have fucked that hooker.
Absolutely.
Listen,
he would have fucked the
he
hooker.
would have figured it out. He would have learned that STDs exist.
He felt bad about it later, but he'd have done it.
He would have felt bad about it later.
And that is why Greatest Generation my ass, Tom Brokaw was a punk. No, I'm joking. Remember that?
Tom Brokaw was a bitch. No.
Tom Brokaw was a punk. But yeah, Greatest Generation my ass. You guys wasn't really with the shits, okay? Millennials would have fucked that hooker. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Sitting here, and now on the north side of 30, I understand that I would have fucked that hooker.
At that age?
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. At 15, absolutely.
I would have been nervous, but I'd have done it.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, I'd be nervous, but it's like, yeah, but this is a perfectly good hooker here. Like, what am I? What am I gonna do?
It's a perfectly good hooker. You gonna let her go to waste?
It's a fresh hooker. What am I supposed to do with this thing? I'm not just gonna let it go to waste.
Yeah.
This is some fine puther.
This is just some good prime pussy. USDA choice.
This is USDA choice prime puther.
Yeah. Just it's 80-20. Throw it on the grill.
It's 85-15, a little less fat.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Good. I mean, honestly, I see nothing wrong with her.
The Wagyu beef of pussy.
Put my nose to it first. Expiration date's still good. Swish it around.
It's a good one. Did you ever? Oh, you know what? Did you? I don't know why this reminded me of it. Did you ever watch Kids in the Hall?
I watched a couple.
Oh no, there was Kids in the Hall. Actually no. This one was The Whitest Kid You Know. It was the old IFC show. They did the Abe Lincoln bit.
I don't know if I ever watched that.
You never watched that?
I don't think I did.
They're just like the guys watching. This guy's watching Hamlet as Abraham Lincoln, and he's like yelling out what's going to happen from like the eaves of the theater. And he's like, "Oh shit, Abe, don't go that way! Don't go that way, Abe!" And people were just like, "Can you please stop ruining the play?" And he's
is that the premise of like why he got shot?
Yeah,
it's because he was interrupting the show.
Yeah, because he's heckling the stage. Yeah. So there's this. I think it's The Whitest Kid You Know. So I have to remember I'll have to look it up. I'm gonna kill it, but there's a bit where it's a mom and husband out with their son who they're trying to figure out if he's gay.
Okay.
So they're eating dinner, and every time the dad cuts into steak and he takes a bite of steak, he looks at his wife and he goes, "I gotta tell you, honey, this steak kind of tastes like pussy." And then they're trying to get their son to say if he's actually eaten pussy before. And they're going back and forth. And his wife is like, I got to tell you, this does kind of taste like pussy. And they keep looking at the kid and he's just like, okay. And they're just like trying to get it out of him. And he's just like not admitting to the fact that he's gay. It's just like pushing in the envelope. It's like, it's very funny. Like, it's just like, it's very funny. I have to look it up. It's I think it is the
It's The Whitest Kid You Know?
No, let me see. I think this is it.
Okay. This steak kind of tastes like pussy.
I believe this. Yeah, I guess. I'm having a hard time finding it. Filler.
Oh my god. I'm just trying to imagine like if my parents did that. But I was a little asshole at that age, so I probably would have like said like, I don't know about this steak, but these mashed potatoes taste like a dick.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's just like this couple that is just like they're eating a salad, and the mom's like, "I think my salad kind of tastes like pussy." Yeah. All right. It was like when the original IFC came out, when the IFC dropped as a network. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was like their catalyst show. Was The Whitest Kid You Know, and then a spin-off of a couple of not so great movies. But what are you gonna do?
Okay.
But all those bits were very funny.
Yeah,
the Abe Lincoln one is great, and then the parents at dinner.
Okay.
But so we were talking about something earlier because I thought it just kind of kind of rang true for, I think, a lot of society and kind of what we see. So now I, unfortunately, am in this bubble because we have to be because of COVID. Like we get stuck online and we get stuck on social media of just kind of figuring out who people really are.
Yeah.
So there's certain people that we know are, pretty straight and narrow. They do the right thing. They pay their taxes.
Squares, as Iceberg Slim would call them.
Squares. Fuck tards. No. Just regular ass guys. Guys that wear their cargo shorts extra long. Pockets because they need them. I'm not sure why.
Tactical pockets.
Tactical pockets for I don't know what. They don't fish or hunt.
Nope.
They just wear cargo shorts. I still don't get it, but
what do you put in those? Your hopes and dreams?
My life passing me by every pocket. What if you just took $50 and just made it into ones and just plopped in every pocket?
Yeah,
so
bitch.
you just start going through. You're just like, hold on, I got extra money, and just start digging through. You're like, who needs like a side knee pocket? Like that
side knee.
Like who needs that?
I keep my Game Boy in there.
I know. That's why I had cargo shorts when I was 14 years old, because I had a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And all the shit was big. Like the wallet was big. The Game Boy was big. That was like that was like the days of like PlayStation Via. So it's just like that thing's fucking humongous.
And then like your only wallet model as a man is like your dad. Yeah. Every dad has that fucking thick
My dad
wallet.
I recall this vividly, and it was the first time I ever ran into. Do you know those book binders, or like they're the paper clips, like the fold over paper clips?
Yep.
That's what he used to hold his receipts in his wallet.
Okay.
He would have one of those giant binder clips, and he'd clip it because he would have this like, I don't know why he would have a million receipts.
Why do you carry so many receipts?
I thought they were just like old like OTB, like track receipts. And he's just like, I think I hit on this one, but I haven't went back to the OTB to check out. Like, okay.
God. All right, Dad.
I had an uncle like that.
I don't understand it because and the thing is I noticed like probably when I was probably about 18 or 19 that I started putting too much shit in my wallet. It wasn't quite dad size yet, but it started getting thick. Yeah. So then I was like, fuck that. I'm paring down.
Yeah, and I did the clip for a little while, but the
money clip?
Yeah, but it was like
it's too little. I need a couple of pockets.
Yeah, like you gave me a wallet for your wedding favor, which I really and I still use that wallet.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect. It fits basically. It fits. I have like six cards.
Yep.
Store cards and credit cards. One, and then like the three cards that I use the most, and then the back end of it is my all my cash.
I mean, even now I'll pull out my bad boy.
So what are you rocking?
I got this bad boy right here.
See, I thought about getting one of those too. So it's one of those two-sided flat wallets.
Yep.
So
this one's a green leather.
Yeah.
But I've got driver's license.
I'm big into like that off gray style. I like that color.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, health insurance card.
What are you leave the house with like five. You really should just leave the house with five things. You should have your credit card.
You don't really
your
need much more
main
than that.
credit card.
Yep.
The one that you currently pay on.
Yep.
Your bank card if you're in a pinch.
Yep.
Your license, obviously.
Yep.
Your health insurance, God forbid something happens.
A Ulta Beauty gift card.
One store credit card. I was gonna say, or one. I actually have. I my wallet right now is loaded. I have 4 gift cards in my wallet right now.
You do.
I have a horrible tendency of not using gift cards. I got a gift card for my birthday last year from my girlfriend's mom. I used it. When did we golf?
Friday.
If you peep the Instagram, boys,
But that was the first time you used it since you got it.
Yeah, I got that gift card on my birthday last year.
Yeah.
I fucking forgot about it.
I think I got this on my birthday last year, and I left it in my wallet. Which means it needs to come out.
Why does a man get an Ulta Beauty gift card?
Because I exfoliate. That's why. So
I can't front because I definitely got into Ulta Beauty, and the shampoo that I use is like.
Which one is it?
I use Redken for men.
Okay. Yeah. I use the Jack Black skin exfoliator.
Is so expensive.
Oh my God. That's why I asked for gift cards for it.
I got the variety pack once. But I'm just a Gold Bond boy. I mean, I've been that way for a while. I've got very ashy skin, so
I mean, it's this little tube of facial
it's like
scrub.
3 ounces, but it's like $29.
Yeah, mine is like 6 ounces. It's like $38
Yeah, it's
for
good.
that.
It's good though.
But it's good shit. Gives
know.
me this healthy glow.
I know. I'm to the point now since I'm losing my hair, I'm gonna have to start exfoliating my head. So
Yeah.
it's like I have to get into full-fledged, like I want to look like the Mr. Clean logo. I think that's the point I'm getting at.
Yeah, honestly, it's a good goal, man.
I don't have any choice. I mean,
Yeah.
Johnny Sins is my dad, so this is my.
Boy, you would look like old Blue Eyes.
If I was just 6'3",
Okay.
I would be Johnny Sins.
Is he that tall?
I think he is that tall. He's pretty tall.
Let's see. I
Yeah.
was thinking a supple.
Speaking of, because we have a couple of things we have to get to, because we have to get to the horniest man in the history of Twitter.
Yeah.
Because that list is, I have questions. But yeah, let's say what are Johnny Sins statistics?
I'm looking at this now. Johnny Sins' height. He's 6 foot flat.
He's only 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I mean, not bad, man.
I mean, maybe it's just because he's got this long, gigantic dick. Maybe that's what gives him like the.
Yeah, but also keep in mind a lot of these girls that do porn, because Johnny does a lot of scenes with like the nubile set. A lot of those girls are really small.
Yeah.
So like
The spinner
Piper
types?
Perry. Yeah,
What's she 4'12"?
4'9". Mia Khalifa's 5'2". Elsa Jean's 5'3".
Yeah, I mean that's an average sized woman. I mean,
Yeah. 5'3". I think it's like 5'4". I mean, it's still 5'3" is on the small side.
that's a pretty
I wonder how
average.
big his wiener is.
I'd say a solid. I think it's solid 12 inches.
You think 12?
Yeah, 10 or 12. 10 to 12.
Shoe size 11.
Wait a minute, he's only an 11?
Yeah.
Really, with a dick like that? Well, I can't really say anything. I'm at a 10 and a half, and I'm 5'7".
How big is the dick?
You know you're really starting to rabbit hole when you're just like, I gotta find how big this guy's cock is.
I gotta find out, man. How big is the penis? His name is Stephen Wolf. It's his real name.
That's a porn name.
That's a great porn name.
Why isn't he Stephen Wolf?
It's Wolf with an E. Honestly,
Yeah.
He probably didn't want to, sully the family name. I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't want to muck up the waters. I mean,
How big is the
Johnny
penis?
Sins is like as porny as you can get,
Yeah.
maybe.
How big is the
Besides
penis?
Evan Stone, but like
Let's see.
Tommy
Penis size.
Gunn. Penis. Not the penis.
It says 7 to 7.5 inches.
No way.
I don't know.
That thing is fucking gigantic.
Let's see.
That is a 10-inch redwood. If I ever
Content.
see it.
Yeah, I'm cool.
And you really
Yeah, and they're saying Kieran Lee's like 7.5.
no, it's not. That is a giant. That's 10 inches plus. Uh oh. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry about that.
Let's see. Here we go. Here's some numbers from the blog. Most have been rounded up, so reality must be half an inch. Okay, but here's some of the most popular. These are, I guess, estimates of how big their penises is.
We're looking at dick estimates at this point?
Dick estimates of porn stars. So Seth Dickens.
What do we have, like a contractor in here just being like, I think it's going to be between 10 to 14 inches.
Yeah. Seth Dickens, 6 inches.
I don't even know who Seth Dickens is.
Billy Glide, you've heard that name, 6.5.
No, way bigger.
I think it's bigger. James Dean.
that thing is 10 plus.
James Dean, 6.5 to 7 inches.
No. Are these people stupid?
That's what they're saying. JT Money, 6.5 to 7.
No. This is the dumbest list I've ever seen.
Ben English,
That's a thick Johnson.
7 inches.
No, that's-
Peter North,
that's-
7 inches. They're saying John. Okay, now
Are
they're
these
saying
flaccid?
I don't know.
These
Now they're saying
flaccid
Johnny
stats?
Sins 7 to 7.5.
No, this is the dumbest. Please,
Kieran
please,
Lee 7.5.
please.
Okay, here's where we start getting big. Wesley Pipes 8.5.
No, bigger.
Okay. Danny D, Lexington Steel, also 8.5.
No.
Mandingo 9.5
No,
inches.
bigger.
I don't know.
Mandingo's
I feel-
9 inches.
I feel like Mandingo has a larger penis.
We're gonna need to get the rulers out because I gotta tell you, I think he's doing a full foot.
He might be. I don't know, man.
There is some warlords of porn out there that are just putting down unbelievable girth, which I think outweighs the statistics a little bit.
Listen,
If we're talking just length, though, I think Johnny Sins is really up there. It's just skinny. It's like a stick on a tree.
okay, so now I'm reading some blog about it.
You need to get out now.
Yeah.
You're rabbit holing really bad, and you're right in the middle of this podcast.
I'm sorry, man.
Get out now. Get out, duck and cover.
It's
Duck and
whatever
cover.
it is. It ain't a little
Go
dick.
pick up your luggage.
You know what?
Go pick,
Fuck you.
go pick up,
But I'm gonna get it.
go pick up your luggage.
Not because you told me to, but because it's for our health.
It's for our health, and it's also because, currently as we're in this podcast, we're using stacked luggage because of COVID. Because the humidifier is off and we can't kill all the germs in the basement. So we're using stacked luggage. Do not knock over my sound system. Looks like two subwoofers.
Oh my god! So we stacked luggage just to kind of get rid of some of the hum.
Some of the hum, but it's also like,
in the background.
yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Listen, all of our renovations that we had planned are been on the back burner because of the vid.
Right.
The vid really fucked us on this one. So 2020, listen, like I said, we're a second half team. You had us in the first half, 2020, but second half team. Next 6 months, you're about to get dick down.
Listen, we got this.
You're about to suck today's dick. So, point I was making before is that we've come to the conclusion, I think, that, and it's also kind of solely based on a lot of what I see online, is that we run into guys who we kind of thought, like, had the world by the balls, like, kind of just had everything together. Seemed like sustainable, regular, everyday people.
Yeah.
But it turns out, like, they don't at all. Like, they don't have it together.
Barely hanging on by a thread.
Like didn't realize how bad they had it until
Yeah.
you started like asking the real questions. Like, how you doing, man? It's just like, oh, well, no one's really asked me that.
Or like you go out with the guy, you hang out, and then he's like, you know where I can get some coke?
Yeah.
Or like,
Haven't ran
next
into
thing you know, he's got like he has like a drug habit. He's doing like $10,000 worth of pills like every month or some shit like that.
I ran into a situation. This was a couple months ago.
Okay.
And it was a buddy of mine who you don't know him. It's just somebody I met in passing, and just kind of asking him how things were. Like, he's always been kind of like a able-bodied regular guy. Like,
Okay.
always kind of like had his finances in order. Got married a couple years ago, and I was like, how's everything like with you? He just had a baby, and he's just like, yeah, I'm getting divorced. I'm like, oh, okay.
Nice.
I said, that's all right. I mean, I said, that shit happens. And he's just like, yeah, like not really the way I wanted it to go. And I'm like, oh, did you like, I guess I was like, I didn't really want to put the blame on him, but I was like, did you have something to do with it? And he's just like, I did, but like, it was kind of, I did, but it's okay. So how he positioned it was worse than it seemed. And I said, would you like cheat on her with like the au pair or the au pair or like the nanny or something? No. So he's like, she did some snooping and found a password to a porn site. I go,
Okay.
Okay. I said, isn't that cool? Like
that's not.
that's not
So far, that's not
weird.
terrible.
Not weird.
Not bad.
I go, what's wrong with that? He goes, oh, nothing. It's just what I did on the porn site. I'm like, what porn site were you using? He goes, okay, so you ever watched, he goes, it's kind of like one of those like video pay for sites, kind of like an OnlyFans thing. I go,
Okay.
that's also pretty normal. Like, normal guys kind of do that shit. He goes, yeah, but these are the ones with like local girls. I'm like,
Oh.
now that opens up a whole new can of worms.
Yeah.
I go,
Okay.
I go, okay. I said, did you interact with these local girls? He goes, all the time. I go,
Okay. Here's where I think it gets fucked up.
Guessing,
I'm just starting to spitball here.
I'm guessing the dialogue got a little risky.
Yeah. First of all, dialogue got a little risky. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna guess that there were some in-person meetings.
There was a couple. Yeah.
Money was exchanged.
There might have been some money exchanged.
And that is where
the shit
you're not. I don't think your marriage is coming back for some shit like that, or at least not for a long time.
No, you have to really, really beg and plead.
That. Ooh.
From my perspective, it's just not worth it. I mean, there's so much pornography. So much life like pornography. Get a VR, man. Like, if you're to that point, like, he's from everything that I've seen and everything that I know about him, he's got a pretty good job. He's got his shit together.
Yeah.
In quotes.
Kinda.
Get a fucking VR, man. You ever popped on an Oculus and just, flipped on some VR porn? Only once for me.
Okay, I've never watched VR porn in VR goggles.
Fucking phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal.
I hear it's great.
It's fantastic.
I can tell you this, though. I have played a couple of VR games before. And
you ever ride a VR roller coaster?
No,
it's pretty fun.
I have not, but
not as action-packed as getting jostled around in the cart, but
yeah, I've I played Beat Saber once.
I know of it. I've just never played it.
Okay, and that was pretty much like my first time really like using VR. And what I found so strange about it is your sense of reality kind of gets lost, like when you're in there, like. Because it's everything you can see and you can hear has been replaced with like these goggles. These goggles are now what you see and what you hear. So it honestly, like, and I've talked about this before with like Elon Musk's theory about us living in a simulation. Like either we are or either we aren't. Honestly, after putting on a good set of like VR goggles, I'm like, I could totally see this shit. Like we could be.
This makes a lot of sense now.
We really could be just sitting in a room somewhere with a thing hooked up to our penis. We're completely naked, and it's our little cum receptacle. We got tubes pumped into us every time we need to eat.
The Matrix. The Matrix.
Yeah, the Matrix. The Matrix.
The Matrix. The Matrix.
Yeah.
Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah, the Matrix. Yeah, we're stuck in the Matrix. And every time you need to eat, there's a tube for that, pumps it into you. Every time you need to come, that thing comes out on your dick, jerks you real quick.
All right.
And then, you're good. Yeah, you need the noises. Yeah, and that's how you live your life. And everything, smells are simulated, sounds are simulated, everything you see is simulated. Yeah, I could totally see that. I'm just imagining, like, what if we lived in a simulation?
It's possible.
100%, man.
It's gotten to the point, though. I mean, all right, yeah. So since we're onto this thing, so we kind of plugged it before.
Okay.
So the horniest man in the face of the earth posted.
All right.
His top now. This is a very odd number, but his top 370 porn stars.
Yeah.
And in parentheses, not up for debate.
Okay.
You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck you, man. We're gonna talk about this.
This post got 19,000 retweets. So obviously, there's a lot of other horny guys on Twitter. Color me shocked.
Okay. His number one was Mia Malkova.
Okay. Now, should I just do the top 15 and we'll just kind of...
Yeah, do the top 15.
Let's do top 10.
Okay.
Hashtag top 10.
Fine.
All right, so we're kind of that type. So I'll go 10 to 1.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll kind of just rate it. I think based on fapping myself. I'm just going to be like,
okay,
how many loads of children have I lost to this person?
How many of my children?
How many of my children have I lost?
Have you slaughtered?
Yeah. Okay, so
have you spilled?
Have I spilled to this vixen? The screen mistress.
Yes.
All right, so 10 is Romy Rain. I've lost some children to her.
I can't say any.
Really?
Really.
Why? What's wrong with her?
Not my bag.
Really?
Sorry. Anyway.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't even know if I know what she looks like. I gotta do some research. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I think you should try.
How do you spell it? R-O-M?
R-O-M-I-R-A-I-N.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Yeah, her.
You've lost some children, right? Or at least gotten started?
Yeah, probably gotten
Okay.
started. She's not ugly.
No.
Plenty nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
She's a
yeah.
5-tool player. Oh, here we go. Let's get in our lane. We're very analytical when it comes to sports around here. Kind of just when we did our NFL draft episode, which was very highly rated from what I've been told.
Yeah.
That we should just start doing attributes and just start
Okay.
doing like, what are our takeaways? I got to tell you, she's got quick twitch. she's her ball gagging ratio is quite good. Really works the shaft. Not a great finisher. Yeah.
Okay, so Romy Rain. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She fucks.
Definitely a.
Is she a 5-tool player?
I don't know.
She does
I don't
anal. She does anal.
Yeah, she does. She does panel.
She does, yeah.
She does interracial as well.
Yeah. So she's one with all.
Yes.
All right. 9 is Sarah J. Goes without saying.
Okay. And I can say that
Historically,
definitely.
top 10 should be.
Historically, yes, top 10 pick, 100%.
Yeah. I
First
hate
ballot Hall of Famer.
First ballot Hall of Fame. The fact that this guy wrote 370 names and really banged it out, and it looks like in 1 hour, is fucking
Bananas. Yeah.
uncomfortable. I'm actually
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable reading this. 8, Kendra Sutherland.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
I see it.
Sure.
I see
yeah,
it.
I can see it.
7, Nicole Anderson. She's a top 5er for me.
I don't know if the body of work is there,
But the body itself is there.
but the body itself is there. And
Yeah.
honestly, like her vixen scenes, yeah.
fucks.
Yeah.
6 is Sophie D. I think
Okay.
a little high.
I think that I think Sophie D should have 2 entries.
Okay.
Sophie D with the Welsh accent, top 10 all day. Sophie D with the American accent,
What is it?
top 100.
Pre-boob job, Sophie D?
Post
Post, okay.
boob job. It's once she's lost that little Welsh accent, top 100, but not top.
Top 100.
Dude, I'm
Drops
telling
from
you,
top 10 to top 100.
her vintage scenes where she had that Welsh accent.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
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 All right, 5, Angela White. I mean, body of work isn't there yet, but
No, but she's definitely got the makings of a legend in the
Yeah.
game, you know? She's kind of like Angela White is kind of like this game's Kevin Durant.
it's very good.
Yeah.
We're going to do player comparisons. This is fun. Didn't think we were going to do that.
Yeah.
4, Nikki Benz. She's a top 10er for me.
Okay.
Body of
okay.
work.
Definitely a vet.
Body of work.
Definitely a vet. In my
Yeah.
mind, she's kind of like Charles
The
Barkley.
Vince Carter of...
I would say she's like a Charles Barkley, where it's like, yeah, like she did a lot
She's
of
the
great
Vince
scenes.
Carter. She's Canadian. He played for the Raptors.
Oh yeah. Well, she
You know?
didn't. But anyway,
I mean,
yeah, no,
she's
I would-
around.
I would say Charles Barkley because like she was definitely there in like a really, really like competitive circuit, but never won a championship.
circuit.
Yeah.
She worked the circuit. All right. 3 is a Bella Danger.
Okay.
I think she's the best. I think she's
She's one of the best doing it right
baddest
now.
bitches in the game right now.
A Bella Danger might be like Freddie Gibbs right now, where like she does it all and she's really, really good at
She's
what she
independent.
does.
She keeps it together. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, and she's honestly putting a lot of these girls to bed, like right now.
Literally.
Like
She's fucking girls. She's fucking guys.
Oh my gosh.
She's inclusive. Happy Pride.
fucking 8 dudes at once and holding her own, like
Fucking 8 guys at
girl's a
once,
champion.
and then gumming down 3 girls in the afternoon. That's
yeah,
just her
like
thing.
this girl's just a machine.
Yeah, she's just a machine. She
know?
is the machine.
Yep.
The Terminator. 2 is Lana Rhodes, which
Okay.
okay.
Now
Yeah.
here's what I love about Lana Rhodes. Lana Rhodes is this generation's Drake.
Because
She is Drake.
because she not only she merchandises herself very well, she is. She does everything you need her to do.
Yeah.
She's not shy. She's very mainstream relevant.
Yep.
She's got, I think she's exclusive. I think she's got 2 exclusive contracts. I don't know how that's possible. So I mean, she's killing the game more than more than
absolutely.
most.
She is sound.
She's sound.
She's sound.
I think it's what people wanted for what's her name? Oh God, I'm blanking. Why am I blanking?
Riley Reid?
Nope. Sasha. Jesus Christ, why can't I think of her name? I've been out the game for
Sasha Grey?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
I think this is what people wanted for Sasha Grey.
Yes.
Is that the mainstream aspect of it?
Yes.
I think she's the one.
But yeah, Lana Rhodes is...
She's the Neo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she is killing it. I mean, pretty much she was probably one of the first ones to really get on that premium Snapchat wave and fucking killing it. Every social media
flooded.
crushes it. Yeah.
Murdered.
Whenever she drops Celebration.
That's 2. I think she's a top 5er. Number 1, and you have your discrepancies with this one. Is Mia Malkova.
Listen.
Now.
I've definitely...
I've lost a child or two.
Genocide.
Apartheid.
to Mia Malkova. Like
I drank the Kool-Aid.
Entire populations have been wiped out to Mia Malkova. And I will not...
COVID numbers.
I will not dispute that. I'm going to be honest. It's true, okay?
It is true.
Mia Malkova, if I had to compare her to somebody, I would say Mia Malkova is kind of like a Kobe Bryant.
No, too soon. She's too young still. Because Kobe did it over many years.
Mia's been at it though for a long time.
I know, but she's still young.
How old is she? Because I have a feeling that...
I think she's like 25.
Really?
I could be
thought
wrong.
she was almost 30.
Really? I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Age is just a number. But
let's see, Mia Malkova.
I think she's been in
28.
Okay,
or
so
92.
Right in the middle.
So that means she's in... I remember watching her like when she first got into the biz. So she's been at it for a smooth 10 years at this point.
Yeah.
And that's why I bring up the Kobe Bryant comparison.
Later half. 24 Kobe?
No. All around Kobe. Because she came in high level of skill right out the gate. High level of skill. Playing. But also you could tell that she was a throwback to the people that came before her. You know? Because Kobe picked up a lot of game from guys that came before him. Jordan, Gary Payton. Yeah, he picked up a lot of shit from people that came before him. But still relevant today, you know? So yeah, I would definitely liken her, but can you say Kobe is the greatest of all time? When you put him in a conversation...
posthumously, now, I say he makes my top 10.
But is he number 1?
No.
And that was my beef with his number 1 on this list. Mia Malkova is definitely a great, but I feel like we're talking like we're on fucking
I feel like we're on
ESPN First Take.
We're on fucking sports talk radio right now.
Yeah. Listen, yes.
97.6 The Ticket.
Yeah. Mia Malkova is definitely a great. Is she number 1?
The Fan.
No. I'll put her top 5. Top 10. I don't know about top 5.
I can't even put her top 5. I think she's a top 10er for me as well. The top 10 list is pretty good.
Yeah.
The Romy Rain thing, I can see why you might slip her down. So now here's your bottom. Well, here's your just missing the cut here.
Okay, so the 5
after. So I mean, it goes through lists of 16. So this is 16 through 11. So 16 is Riley Reid. I think she has considerable pull for a top 10 spot.
Riley Reid?
Yeah.
She's new though. That's the issue.
New, but
Riley Reid,
but is so prevalent.
I'm trying to say, like, if I had to compare her to somebody else, who is Riley Reid?
I think she would be a very comparable Sasha Grey. But I mean, like,
no.
Sasha Grey's more like kind of dark emo almost. Like,
yeah. I would say Riley Reid is kind of like a.
Are we doing player
comparisons
again?
Definitely a point guard.
Is she the Gary Payton?
No. Riley Reid is a.
Okay, so like we need like a newer player, so somebody that's around that's probably going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
For like a.
Riley Reid is kind of like a Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook was going to be my player comparison. That's pretty good. Yeah. That's a good one. All right, 15's Danny Daniels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have put her higher.
I would too. I've
another genocide. Danny Daniels.
I've just fucking killed him. What's the all right, so her, I think so she's a Wiley vet. So
Yep.
she's kind of, but she's not one of those like preeminent all-stars. But she's always there. She's like the sixth man of the year.
Yes.
She is Lou Williams.
And by the way, yeah. She is Lou Williams.
Lou Williams or oh God, who am I thinking of? Oh God.
She ain't Lamar Odom.
No. Who am I trying to think of? There was a guy who won sixth man of the year like 1,000 times. In the NBA.
We're comparing porn stars to basketball players.
Jamal Crawford.
Oh my God.
She's the Jamal Crawford.
You know what's funny is this is not the first time we've compared porn stars to basketball players.
I know, but it's the perfect comparison. She's the sixth man of the year.
Yeah.
She is Jamal Crawford.
Danny Daniels, though, is honestly great personality, too. Have you seen her Instagram page?
Yeah.
Funny.
Very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Likable.
Yeah. She's not, that's the thing is that like if you look at her, she's not like she's not plastic. She's not been altered. That's just a natural beauty and somebody that's approachable.
Yes. You get that vibe from her.
Yeah. Approachable, but also fuckable.
Approachable, fuckable, funny. She's very funny.
That's essentially the three things in my life that I look for.
Yeah.
For myself.
Yeah.
Come on, just be approachable, fuckable, and funny.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's really doesn't take things too seriously. You can tell that about her.
You can't.
All
I mean, if you take things too seriously, then you're a terrible. You're in cancel culture, and we're trying to cancel the culture.
You're right.
14 is Adriana Chechik, who we've talked about before on this podcast when we did one of our original episodes when we did the 64 porn star NCAA tournament.
Yeah. And which Chechik is a beast.
She is a top. The fact 14 is too low. She's a top tenor.
Absolutely, she's a beast.
You know,
she's a beast.
Yeah.
She is the Greek freak.
She is the Giannis Antetokounmpo.
She's Giannis
Antetokounmpo because she takes it in the pooper more than most porn stars nowadays.
Yep.
Pro-Lab Stainus, not a big fan, but you know what? I understand it for the game, for the culture.
Listen, sometimes you got to put the team on your back, night after night after night. Okay,
she puts so many teams on her back.
Yeah,
and in her ass. It's incredible.
Yep.
13's Elsa Jean. I'm a fan.
Okay.
I think it's a little too high for her. I think she's still new to the game.
Elsa Jean is.
I think she's got to work her way up.
She's been in the game for a couple of years, but she's definitely gotten her respect.
Yeah.
Would you call her like a
kind of newer, like
a little newer? Not
MVP status, but like a decent role player.
Like if you give her a couple of years, like she'll really
like she could turn into.
I've had a couple of genocides to her work as well. She's kind of a dark horse though.
Like somebody that could like creep up and like Pascal Siakam.
Okay.
I think that's a good player comparison.
I would put her as a star player. I would think of her as almost like a Jimmy Butler.
Pascal Siakam is kind of an NBA all-star now.
Yeah.
Snuck up on you. It took him a couple years. But I was thinking
Jimmy Butler, where it's like, he's the only one in Miami. So, like, you don't think about him.
We need a guy with attitude. Like, Jimmy Butler's got too much attitude. We got to find...
true.
Like, I bet if I scroll through this list of... did I mention 370 porn stars that this guy listed? I can, I'm gonna scroll through this list, and I bet I can find one, and I can go, that's Jimmy Butler.
Okay, now here's some
because
issues.
It's got to be somebody with attitude, right?
Yeah. Did you round out the 15 yet?
So that's Elsa Jean at 13. 12 is Valentina Nappi. Nappi, is that how you say her name?
I think so.
Nappi, she's the Italian one.
Yeah.
She fucks.
Yeah.
But like
top 15?
No, too high.
No.
11's gonna drive you crazy. It's Alexis Texas. I know you have some issues with Alexis Texas.
I do, but my teenage years, okay.
She is butt woman.
I'll put her there.
Yeah.
And I can't deny that. Mm-hmm. I mean, the extinction that I created
I killed dinosaurs with this woman.
Listen, and it was that long ago too. I remember coming home on high school days, booting up the computer and seeing that big old greasy booty.
It's uncomfortable.
High school years. Yeah.
It's like it's intimidating.
She could be Allen Iverson, to be honest with you.
It's a pretty good player comparison.
Yeah.
It really is.
Alexis Texas is Allen Iverson, and she really could.
She
be.
was the answer for me for a
She
lot of
really
years.
was. I mean, how many times did she step over Tyronn Lue? She crossed up Jordan. Listen.
She crossed up Jordan. She stepped over. She stepped over Tyronn Lue while dropping her butt right in his mouth.
Yes.
Like
just wow.
Not only did she step over Tyronn Lue, she made him eat her ass before she walked over him.
So Alexis Texas is the Allen Iverson of the porn game.
I fucks with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm trying to find my Jimmy Butler player comparison. I think I might have found. So Tiana Trump's at 28. I kind of feel like she might be a Jimmy Butler.
I could see that. And I had some issues, by the way, with Lena Paul. Robbed.
Wait, how did you make notes?
Yeah, of course Well, this is what I was texting you. Lena Paul was robbed.
How far down is she?
I can't remember, but she was fucking robbed, and so is Nina Hartley.
I haven't even. Oh, Nina Hartley's at 53. Ooh,
yeah, robbed.
I don't like that.
Robbed. Nina
Not
Hartley's,
even in the top 50.
By the way, also another dinosaur extinction. Okay, to Nina Hartley. I spilled so much juice to Nina Hartley.
Juice
in my youth, and I know she was old, but it was fucking Bill Russell of the game.
Somebody, okay? I mean, that's the power of Twitter, I guess.
Yep.
Where you can just go and make a bold ass statement like top 370 porn stars not up for debate, and then just fucking bang them all out.
Yeah, in like
I'm going to the bottom.
Tweets.
I'm going to the bottom. Yeah. No, this is more than 8 tweets. I think I'm at a solid 14 tweets right now.
Whatever it was a lot of tweets.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
all
listen,
right, here we
man.
Go. So I'm down to 370.
Nina Hartley was fucking Dr. J. Well, she's the Dr. J of porn.
I mean, there are some names on here that are way too low, and and you know what? I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I might, but I'm gonna lose kids over it. But there's all right. So like I'm looking at like 370 is Harmony Wonder. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's got the dreads.
No,
not familiar with her work.
I did notice that the list got a little blacker as like it went on.
So you're saying this guy might be a racist?
I think he might have some implicit bias that he has.
And I was going to say, as I'm going through this top 15, there are no women of color.
There are none. I think the first one to make an appearance is probably Tiana Trump.
She is at 28.
Yep.
I respect her work. Now, Eva Lavia, she's Spanish, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so if we're looking for women, or we're looking for black women, is Autumn Falls? Is she a black woman? Or is she Latina? I still don't know.
I can't remember.
Because she makes the list at 36. And I think that's actually a good spot for her.
Autumn Falls is
We talked about Autumn Falls on this podcast before.
Yeah, I think she's a Latina.
She brought up the incarnation of why porn names are fantastic, because essentially all you have to do is take your favorite season and then just fucking make the name.
Spring Warms.
Yeah. Autumn Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say about winter? You know, Winter's Creek.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Winter colds.
Not a lot of, I gotta be honest, the MILF genre is really getting shit on.
It really is, because also Brandy Love got robbed.
She low.
Listen.
Okay, so Brandy Love ain't even in the top 50.
Okay,
I got a
Brandy
problem.
Love is the Jay-Z of the game.
They have Tanya Tate higher. Like I know this guy. Alexis Fox is even higher.
Yeah, and then Brandy Love.
Brandy Love is... Yeah.
Criminally underrated. Listen,
now
Brandy
that I'm
Love
diving into
classics.
this list a little bit further, I mean, Gianna Michaels is 66.
Really?
This guy's a terrible person. He's just a bad person.
He doesn't enjoy a dominant woman, because Gianna Michaels also, and that's the thing that upsets me, is that I'm seeing that there are women that are ranked so low that played a pivotal part in my adolescence. With some of our
and maybe
veterans.
that's what it is, because I gotta think of like. Because this particular person who goes by Simp Pilgrim, which is a really funny, it's a really funny name. Shout out Sim Pilgrim. You're giving us a lot of great content tonight.
Yeah.
So like I feel like if I'm pegging him for age, I'm thinking 18 to 24.
Okay.
Based on just like the top 5 alone.
He doesn't respect his elders.
No, because I don't think he knows about his
Listen,
elders.
Okay.
I think he goes off his suggestions on Pornhub, and he's just like, I'll do my amateur, and I'll bust one out to Mia Makova, and I'll go to bed.
Yeah. So, Brandy Love really ushered in a new dawn in the MILF genre. I'll take some. I would compare her to kind of like Stone Cold Steve Austin in the game, bringing in the attitude.
I'm sorry, Gianna Michaels, you're saying?
No. Brandy Love.
Brandy Love.
Still on the Brandy Love soapbox.
Okay, well, we're now comparing them to wrestlers.
Shit, whatever fits.
Just
man.
athletes.
Really?
So we're done with basketball players. It's just going to be athletes.
Yeah. I mean, shit, who is
Julia Ann's at 21.
Julia Ann? Is she the Paw Prince?
Yeah, no, she's the one that's okay. She's got the birthmark on the titty. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The birthmark on the titty. I sound like a fucking 5-year-old.
Get the birthmark on the titty.
Jesus Christ! Like, what am I doing here? What am I doing in my fucking life, man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? The birthmark.
Yes, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. It's the
And where is she ranked?
21.
Really?
Brandy Love's 22, too. So did I say she's not in the top 50? I missed her. So she's at 22.
She's at 22.
Wait a minute. He's starting to. What he's doing is when he gets into the MILF genre, he's clumping them.
Yeah.
So what he's doing is he's trying to make it acceptable to put them so low.
No,
I will not fucking allow it.
No. And here's why: is because like any genre, you've got your top of the game ladies, you top performers, and then you got some that are a little lower in the pack.
Is there so now kind of comb? Do you have the list open?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have the comb through the list? Do you find one that's like criminally like way too low?
Criminally way too low.
I found the first one that popped into my head was right down here at old 354. 354.
Oh, fuck. Didn't want to click that.
What in the fuck is going on right now?
Okay, wrong
At 354.
thing.
It's got Shyla Styles at 354.
At 354? Jesus.
At a 370. Apparently 370 is where you stop.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all the characters he gets in a day. Maybe Twitter's algorithm is like, you need to stop. You are entirely too horny.
Okay, Jada Fire 367.
Guy's a devout racist at that point.
Has to be, because Jada Fire pioneered the game. She's a legend.
If you look at 356 through 370, not to be that guy, but look how many black women are there.
All the black women are at the bottom of the list, very bottom of the
Ariana
list.
Aiden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yep. Scarlet Scandal, fucks. Skin Diamond, also fucks. Jada Fire. Guy's a racist.
Has to be. Because she's also like, we're talking about pioneers.
I have no context to this by the fact that if I look at 356 through 370, I see a lot of black women think the guy's a racist.
I think I agree with you, man. I 100% think I agree. This is just...
This is God. I'm done with this list.
Yeah.
Completely
I'm just
done.
looking.
I'm basically just looking for names.
Come on, Liam.
I'm looking at... Listen, Liam. All right, I'm looking at names. Okay, here's another one. Ashley Adams. 335. Too low.
Too low.
She's killing the game. She's killing me.
I'm upset when I read this list, man.
There's some names on here that I don't even know.
Oh, me too. Cindy Starfall?
Oh, she's of the Asian culture.
Oh.
Yeah. See, now there's some names on here that I'm going to say, and you're going to be like, who the fuck is that? And I'll just be like, give yourself 20 minutes and some time.
Okay. Ava Devine, by the way, 325.
No, absolutely fucking. I'm done. Fuck this guy.
No.
There's a couple of OGs on, not OGs, but like kind of new gangsters.
Stoya.
Too low. I saw that.
350.
Too low. You know Proxy Page? You familiar with her work? She's in the top 250. She's 242.
Really?
Yeah. But I fucks. I absolutely fucks. All right. Before we rabbit hole way too far into this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here's your Lena Paul. 178.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we jerking off to?
Meanwhile, he's got Riley Starr at 207.
Too low.
Too low.
He doesn't respect his elders.
No.
God, there are some heavyweight boxers that are on this list, and they are way too
Brett
low.
Rossi's at 184 though, which you know what's fair.
That one,
fair.
that's the first respectable one that I found.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just, man. Chrissy Lynn, my girl, 146, too low.
Penny Pack's at 142.
That's actually okay with me.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I guess my...
Some of these are fair. Kelly Devine 112. I mean, I like a big old booty.
Yeah, she
I'd
had
put
the
her
game.
higher, but you know. That's me. AJ Applegate, on the other hand, 122. Fair.
Nah, I think it's a little too low.
I'd say it's fair.
I think if I really combed through this top 100, I'd find a lot of problems.
I'd move a lot of people.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't want. Listen. I don't have enough time to go through 370 porn stars.
Okay. Also, Leela Starr, 71. That's too low.
Yeah.
Ava Nadi is a 60.
What's your thoughts on Mandy Muse? You're a butt guy, so
Yeah.
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 Caden Cross, 45.
He doesn't respect his elders. All right, so he's a
Here
young
we go.
guy.
Rachel Starr is 24 though. Really?
That's all right for me.
I'd put her down. She's a little high.
You think? I think she's a
Rachel
top.
Starr. I mean,
I think she's
GOAT.
I think she's a top 25er.
GOAT. I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just wondering, like, who's like the Karl Malone of this list?
Vicky Vett.
He just knew right away.
Oh my God. Absolutely. Jesus Christ. Who's the John Stockton of this list?
John Stockton?
Who's the John Stockton who's passing it to Carl? Oh, wait a minute. So we're talking about somebody that's been in the game for a little while and is just kind of like played its years and like has Jessie Jane. She the John Stockton?
I could say that. Maybe Stormy Daniels.
She might be the John Stockton.
Stormy Daniels. He's got her ranked 37.
Yeah. All right. Regardless.
Dylan Harper is 40?
No, that's good with me actually.
Great tits. Anyway.
Don't be that guy.
Great set of tits on her. Let me tell you, toots.
Don't look like a Pornhub comment section,
All right.
man. I hate. Oh my God, that makes me so uncomfortable. That's the one thing that makes me uncomfortable about watching porn is I have to come into contact with the comments on accident most of the time. It's like
Sometimes I skip straight to the comments.
sometimes I have to for the sheer fact that I got to figure out how I got to figure out people's point of view. So if it's ever an interracial scene, I got to figure out, first of all, first comment, is it racist? That's basically the first thing. So if it's like interracial and first comment is just like, oh, well, if it was a white chick, it'd be different. It's like, why?
I love those.
Why would it be different? I don't get it.
I love when I go to the comment section.
Who has time?
And that has nothing to do with porn. That is hilarious to me.
There are, oh God, I read one the other day. Oh, it was so funny. It really, because I had to stop because I was laughing so hard. There was, it was my finishing scene. I was finishing myself. I even yelled "finish him" after. I was like, Finish him. But I got done. You know, I cleaned myself up. You know, got the comment on my belly button, and I kind of like, you know, got myself. I looked down at the comments. The first comment was, it was something along the lines of, I have to tell you, at 16, like he did the timestamp. He was just like, at 16:12, I really enjoyed the copious amounts of blowjobs, or something along those lines. And it's just like you could tell she was really trying to make her master come. I was like, I feel like he's like very intuitive, but also like way too into this. But I liked it. Like timestamps, and it's just like I really enjoyed the copious amounts of blowjobs.
The copious amounts of blowjobs. God.
Yeah, we really went too far on this one.
Yeah. I think it's time to end this one on copious blowjobs.
Copious blowjobs.
Copious amounts of blowjobs.
What a day. We did not talk about anything involving Black Lives Matter this week, or I mean, we just took a week off from.
Yeah. Well, you know what? as always, fuck 12.
I mean, yeah. Let's be honest. Let's
be honest.
I mean, I wouldn't say they have. I mean, New York City has been in a fucking war zone at this point. If I'm not mistaken, there's been 112 recorded shootings in the last 9 days in New York City.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty on brand. But it doesn't seem like the mayor really knows what he's doing.
Listen, episode 108, great episode. It'd be a wonderful time to arrest the other 2 cops that killed Breonna Taylor.
I mean,
maybe.
I would say if you guys want to make a difference in the world, I mean, God, Mississippi's changing the fucking flag.
I know, that's fucking crazy. I never thought they'd change that flag.
We talked about it last week, and I got to tell you, this podcast has power, and we got...
Oh, yeah, we talked about that Civil War participation trophy?
And we won the battle.
Yep.
You guys might have won the war. Just kidding, we won that shit, too. Nice job, South. What else you got? I honestly think the South is just really pissed off because we really fucked on them in the Civil War. That even 200 years later, they're just like, I'm pretty pissed about that.
Yeah.
You guys are taking all of our shit away. It's just like, well, I mean, you guys kind of do terrible shit. Like, and it's really funny too if you look at like, all right, it's not funny, but it's very ironic that if you just look at the influx of coronavirus cases in just the last 2 weeks, so many in the South. I mean, like, there's like 20 states. They're like all south. And
it's all the red states.
Yeah, past the Mason-Dixon line.
Which is crazy because they could have had their outbreak. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm getting tired. They could have had their outbreak under control.
I know,
like,
but
it
didn't take a lot to do.
No.
All you had to do was wear the mask.
Wear the mask, stay home.
You thought darkness was your ally.
I mean...
It was the mask.
Wear the mask, stay home. I mean, right now it's North Carolina, South Carolina. You don't even have to stay
home. Just like if you go out in public, just slap a mask on.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't walk into a store in New York without popping a mask on.
No, they'll kick you out.
And it's not even weird.
No.
It's not even weird to walk into a store anymore and see people with masks. I almost prefer it.
Yeah.
Because I know that Nancy, that's 100, is not going to die.
Yeah.
There was a woman when I went and bought the liquor at the old local liquoria who was not young, and she was shopping. You ever went to a liquor store and somebody's got a grocery cart?
Yeah.
And you ever just like that woman is shopping?
Yeah.
This woman was, let's just say this might have been her last shopping trip. She was old.
Gotta stock up, man.
And she was buying lots of grain liquor. Like you could tell there was good scotch for her husband, and then there was like the shit stuff that she mixes with orange juice.
I can't taste the difference anyway.
It doesn't matter. I'm 96 and dying.
It's gonna taste like Tropicana.
Yeah, it's all gonna taste like the shit orange juice from concentrate that I put in. Yeah, that's just her. That's her journey.
Yeah,
it's her journey. So, all right, boys, we'll see you next week. Thank you for checking in with us. Had a great pop top wine this week, which was quite good. It's Austrian.
Yeah,
I didn't even know Austria made wine.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So, we'll talk to you next week, and bye, boys.
I love you. Please call me back.